Okay. So, hello, 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 hello. I've got the producers in studio too, which also substitutes as the studio's kitchen. Thank you very much for coming. I'm gonna be more awake than I was before. The first show wasn't that good. Do you want to turn the light, the overhead light, the one? Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh, and I got to turn this thing off. This is the thing that I hate. I've got the producers in studio too, which also substitutes as the kitchen. Thank you very much for coming. I'm gonna be more awake than I was before. The first show wasn't that good. You want to turn the light, the overhead light?
How about you turn it off?
I'm trying to turn it off.
If the mouse isn't working, just use the.
I know how computers work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. It's because I've got two. I don't know what these two things I've got going. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let's wave hello. Gnome Hunter is here. Darklands is here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to the Lewis Schaffer show. I'm a bit upset. Oh, hold on a sec. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? You know what? I'm not happy with the light. I'm going to go check the light. Oh yeah. Putting a new light in. If I can find it. If I can find the light. I don't think I can find the light. What's this thing here? What's that thing? All right. A bit more light. Can you see that? I don't know. I don't think I look that good. Hello, welcome to Lewis Schaffer's Uncooked night stream. The night stream, which is an indication of what my life is like. I had a bit of a problem before. I'm not gonna. It's like a nothing problem. It's like a nothing problem. I had to get a new my whatchamacallit. My mouse is not working. Anyway, I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. I shouldn't be upset. Everything is okay. But I'm upset. Lucy Van Pelt is here. Joodles is here. Gnome Hunter is here. Thank you. Have patience with the producer, Lewis. He's only trying to help you. How do you know he's only trying to help me? Maybe he's been sent by his mother to mess me up. How do you know he's only trying to help? You don't know him. He could be the devil. He could actually be the devil, Mike, the producer. I don't think he is, but he's got an attitude. He's had a bad year. He graduated from uni. What has upset me? What upset me was that the earlier show was just like horrific. Wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't horrific, but it felt horrific. And I have to make a good impression on you people. I've got to impress the ladies and the gentlemen here. I want people to watch this stream. Maybe and maybe I'm thinking, well, maybe I need to put a bit more effort, into it. Do more stuff. I listen to lots of other streams. Have you checked his scalp? Why would I check his scalp? What, for nits? Did I mention something about that? I haven't checked his scalp in a very long time. And people used to have nits. I haven't seen nits lately. Does this look a bit fuzzy? Does this look fuzzy? But why should I check his nits, Lucy? Anyway, not even 5 minutes in and we have a Satan-related rant. Oh, okay. I don't even remember what I say. This is the thing. Maybe I'm not suited for doing this. That's what I'm thinking. I'm having, I go through these periods, these waves. I look horrible in this thing. Maybe I should take the other. I should take the Logitech and take the Logitech in. For the number of the beast. I mean, Lucy is very religious. She's like one of these religious Northern Irish girls. Very scary. Very scary. I'm superstitious a bit, just like like a bit, but I'm not religious. I don't believe in beasts. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But you want to believe in it, you go ahead and you believe it. The earlier show was just fine. Well, thank you, MC Scott. Maybe we should take a vote on it. How many thought the earlier show was fine? No, I mean, I wish there was. I mean, all I could see is lots and lots of negative signs of negative, but I've seen some positive signs. This is the 156th day of doing this craziness. What do you think about? Maybe the camera isn't that good. I think that's what this is. The camera is not that good. I'm not going to ask anymore. I'm gonna maybe get the other camera that I had, the Logitech camera that I bought from. I'm not religious, laugh out loud. I've just seen The Omen. That's right, you did see The Omen. Did you just see The Omen? And that can make you be religious. But maybe we need to go back to religious. I was playing a song by Meatloaf, written by Jim Steinman, from that play Whistle Down the Wind, and it was saying we got to stand up for what we believe in. I don't believe what you guys believe in, but we as British people should stand up for what we believe in. But there's so much misinformation too. Like, so I'm watching a video and it showed a guy, one of us, let's say, one of us. Should I get a anyway, one of us, and he was saying that there was medication found for TB found in a migrant's pocket that he had left behind. So at least one migrant entering the country had brought TB. Hello, Marianne. Thank you very much. No matter what, that song, no matter what, we can talk about that song no matter what, because it makes me cry. Do you know that song? Whistle Down the Wind, no matter what. No matter what. It's about us being strong. Anyway, but let me finish this point. It said how he had TB. And we're letting people in the country with TB. And that's bad because they've got TB because they're dirty and we're clean. And the truth is, there is no such thing as TB. There is people coughing and people getting sick and stuff like that, but it's not caused by like one little germ that gets into your system from some guy with TB. This is my anti-germ thing. And then Russ comes in and says, this was last night, he says, does anybody believe your craziness? And I said, I hope you don't believe my craziness, but I hope you do check it out. I hope you check it out, because I think what I'm saying might be true. People are like in a panic over TB. There's no such thing as a germ virus caused TB, just as there's no such thing as a vaccine for TB. We know that. Anyway, so I don't want you to believe me that what I say. This thing is not. I'm gonna have to get a new producer. Anyway, then how does it work? If centuries of medical study is a load of shite, give us the new lights so we can be careful what it is. Well, Black Adam, what it is schmutz is the word. I don't know how to describe it. If you eat stuff, if you ingest stuff, if stuff goes in your blood or in your stomach, whatever, that you're not meant to eat, whatever that is, it could be poo, it could be, it's got to be enough stuff that weakens you. Let's say you're weak because you haven't been out in the sun. You haven't slept enough like me. I don't sleep enough. Maybe you've got too much stress. Maybe you're worried about the world as it is. How about that? Maybe you're worried about the world as it is. I'm going to make a note to get a new camera. Get a new camera for this computer, for Studio One. that'll make you sick. That'll make you sick. It's not any one, it could be a million different things. Tuberculosis means it got in your lungs. So it's tuberculosis, isis, anything with is at the end is an irritant. And irritants causes inflammation, and inflammation causes death. That's what I'm saying, no. Okay? So if you're just, it isn't any one thing. It's these people, they come from horrible, horrible countries where they don't eat well, maybe. They've been on a boat for how many days or weeks or whatever. And they've been given free medicine because some doctors, whatever. So that's what that is. That's what that is. Be careful. Don't ingest stuff. Make sure you get your sleep. Make sure you eat properly, which is red meat, eggs, clean, nice food. Clean, nice food. And that's how you get rid of tuberculosis. What did they do with tuberculosis? They didn't even give any stuff back in the day. They just used to put you out in the sun. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. This is what Fatnai says. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword. And that sword was hunger. Yes, hunger can kill you. Can kill you. So it's not that we shouldn't let in mass immigration into this country because that they're dirty. I don't believe that. We shouldn't let them in because they hate us and they want us dead. And they want to convert us. They want some of us dead. And they want to convert you. And if you don't convert, they want you dead. Whatever. I did have a panic attack earlier. Does that count as schmutz? Yes, in a way, stress. Stress is really bad for you. Am I right about that or am I wrong? Stress is really bad. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Schmutz. What schmutz is eating rubbish from the side of. That's not schmutz. Schmutz. What is schmutz? You got a little bit of schmutz on your shirt. Maybe it's been sitting there for a while. Maybe it's been sitting out and about, and it gets rotten food. It's bad. Panic attacks are bad. I know about those. Dreary me. Yes, they can cause any and all kinds of illnesses that can kill you. A panic. You have enough panic attacks. Panic attacks, not eating properly, not eating enough, not getting enough sun, not having too much stress. Does anybody want to argue with me over this? Stress can kill. Yes. And we, right now, are in an incredible stressful time. And I'm trying to, and I all I want to do is talk about it, but maybe we should just be diversionary and not think about the stress that's happening. How about that? How about that? We won't think about the stress that's happening. Alcohol also is bad for you. Cigarette smoking is bad for you. Anti-cancer treatment is bad for you. These are things that are bad for you. For sure, no doubt. Sorry, you had to endure one. MC Scott is talking to him. Indeed, this is, Gnome Hunter says, indeed, I don't recommend. My Friday would have been much better had it been omitted. Well, where do you get a panic attack from? Are you on a high carb diet? No, but you've got Gnome Hunter. You're not on a high carb diet, but you are a bit fat, right? I don't remember this. We have to get together so I can all look at you. We need to be thin and beautiful, and then we won't have any trouble. TB is a bacterial illness. It can be. My dad had it. It damaged his spine and adrenal glands. He spent 6 months in a cast around his body. They told him he would die. He was 20. He lived until he was 83. So what are you saying, Vatanai? Is it a bacterial illness? Not necessarily. Bacteria can be schmutz. A little bit of bacteria gets the body, fights it off. You know, even if it gets in your lungs, your body can fight it off. You let the air come in, you go out in the sun, your body can fight it off. So I don't know, what do you say? He lived till 83. That's old enough. I think that's 15 years. That's as old as I want to live. I want to live. And the reason I say I want to live till 83 is because I want you people to love me and know that I'm not going to be here forever to burden you and stalk you forever. Gnome Hunter says, yeah, it's all good now, as much as it can be. Thanks for the interest. Yeah. So why did you have a panic attack? You know, and I'm going to tell you what causes panic attacks. High carb diets, very bad. Not what causes it, but can exacerbate it or make it even worse. In the 80s, many USA soap operas would place a gauze over the lens to make the actresses look more beautiful and hide their imperfections. Is that... Does it doesn't I can't tell what I look like here. Let me see. Let me go look on the page and see how I look. Yeah, I look all blurry. I look blurry. I don't think I look that good. I'm just telling the story. Is that okay? Don't be in a mood. I'm not in a mood with you. I'm not in a mood with you. But that's what he said. He said that people believe it. Like that. Like the schmuck on the beach. He said, oh, I saw a package for TB and he's going to give the entire country TB and we're letting people in the country who have TB. I mean, listen, that's what they did in Ellis Island in America. They used to stop people from coming into the country. They just stopped people from coming into the country because they had, they tested them very, you had a cough. Okay, we're not letting you in, or we're going to put you in prison for a little bit to make sure you get rid of the cough. Lucy, here's Lucy. I also heard at the beginning of the Great Johnny Cash song, The Man Comes Around, one of his last songs. The Man Comes Around. What did you hear that? Also heard. Was those words heard? Yeah, eventually they come and get all of us. I mean, I hope they don't come and get me. I'm only 68 years old. That's a bit old. But I mean, I look pretty good. I don't have that many wrinkles. I don't have any zits. I don't have psoriasis anymore. I'm in good shape. Whether you find me attractive is your own business. But if you don't, I hope you die. Del Boy is here. I was once called an artist for saying I don't think the Irish are foreigners, but someone speaks English as a first language and shares a similar culture. Foreign, by definition, means something. Well, here's the problem. The problem is do they think they're foreign? They could speak the same language. You got people in this country, they're Scottish, and they're enemies of England, or they're Cornish and they're enemies of England, or they're from Wales and they're enemies of England, whatever it is. And Americans and the British, we spoke the same language, and we were possibly foreigners. But right now, we can't be foreigners. We've got to learn to love each other, Del Boy Trotter. Right. Okay. Nothing worthy of interest. It's done now. So that's it, really. He lived till 83. That's what matters. When you're 83, Lewis, you will want another 17 years to get your birthday card off of William, says Seller. Good to see you. Probably you're right. Of course, I'm not going to want to die, even at 83. I mean, I thought, when you're young, you think 68 is like ancient. I don't want to die. I do not want to die. And I was about 60 years old when I realized that I was dying. I was dying. I had a sleep apnea machine. Can you picture that? I had to have sebaceous surgery. I couldn't move my shoulder. I couldn't move my finger. My feet had arthritis. I had gout and plantar fasciitis. I had full body psoriasis. I was itching all over. It was gross. It was absolutely gross. I was gross. And I couldn't get out of bed because I was in pain and exhausted. And I said, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. That's not exactly what happened. What happened was I was fat. I didn't know that all of these problems that we have, they're all the exact same problem, which is too much sugar, too much carbs, hypo, whatever it is, hypoglycemia. Maybe I think hyperglycemia. It's too much. It's too much. Del Boy Trotter, Gnome Hunter, legally, they might be foreigners, but in nearly any other aspect, I would consider them as non-foreigners or British. A tacky term, but it applies well. Well, they probably don't want to be called foreigners because they haven't. I don't even think English people should be called British people. What does that mean exactly? Maybe it means something. I don't know. Russ says, Lewis, I thought you were not was using the Crystal Carrington effect. That's what it was officially called, the Crystal Carrington effect. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Should we look up what the Crystal Carrington effect means? I'm going to have to look that up. Crystal Carrington effect. Is it effect or effect? What is the Carrington effect? Was most intense. The event. That's the event. Is that the same thing? Yes, it was named after British astronomer who was the first to. It was a huge solar flare and it knocked out like half of the. I have heard of that. I have heard of that. So I'm with you. I'm with you. What did I just jump ahead? Oh my God! I don't know what happened here. Let's go back on track. What age will Charles be by then? Are we talking about King Charles in 17 years? How old is King Charles now? King Charles now. Well, what? I think he's like 10 years older than I am. When the monarch turns 100, we are all supposed to send them. Oh, I see. To send them a card. Be sent a card. To be sent a card. Have we never ever had a monarch live to 100? It would be a beautiful sight to see thousands, millions of birthday cards outside. Yeah. He'll be 132 years. Is that right? It's not 22 years. Oh, I'll be 132 years. Will you stay with me, Lucy? Will you stay with me? Will you come and listen to me every night in 32 years? When I'm 64, I'm not 68. In 32 years, when I'm 100, I'll get a card. I'll get a card from the king. And what language? Will we be speaking English or will it be Arabic? Will he be the English king? No. He won't be the English king. He'll be a Muslim king. He'll have a full beard. He'll have a full beard. If they keep him around. It's not a happy thought. I shouldn't be even thinking that. It tickled me earlier when I saw a small snippet on X about carbs. I couldn't resist sharing it with you. Well, I saw that, and it was what's his name, who I felt bad for, saying that they eat carbs lots of places and they're all right. And they are all right. Who was this? What's his name? The guy who was on the show. The show. They call those sultans khedives, khans, even. Yeah, and they say they won't be called a king. Maybe they'll change the name. Felix Biscuit is here. Hello, Felix Biscuit. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Yeah, we're going to be speaking Islam. But, it's like you see those black Africans, and they've all been converted one time or another. And look what's happening in Nigeria now, in the area below the Sahel, whatever. Greg Wallace, yeah, that guy. I mean, I don't know. Was he a bad man? They said he was a bad man because he flirted with some girls and made some jokes. I don't know. I'm gonna get Lucy or Joodles angry at me because I take the side of men automatically. ChatGPT is a useful tool, says Delboy, for creating meals. You tell your age, height, sex, health conditions, even what food to exclude, and it will create a dish that meets your nutritional needs. No, it won't. because I eat or try to eat a raw carnivore diet. I mean, I can't imagine them. Maybe we could Google it. What is my raw diet? I take a piece of meat, I take it out of the freezer, I put it on in the frying pan, I just warm up the outside ever so slightly. I put in 5 to 7 or 8 eggs at a time, and I just warm up the white bit, and then I cut the white bit off. Why do I need ChatGPT to do that for me? Russ says that I'm going to get my telegram from King Charles while I'm on the subject. As people reaching their 100th birthday get a telegram from the kings. Girls turning 14 will get a text for Prince Andrew. Russ. Oh my God, Lucy laughed at Russ. How can you laugh at Russ? But you never laugh at me when I make a joke. I don't even make jokes like that anymore. All those raw Oreos ice creams. Yes, Kermit. I had one today. I'm bad. I'm going to be yelled at by Claire because she doesn't like me eating this way, and you shouldn't want me eating this way either. But I went out and I walked. I've eaten about. I'll tell you how many calories I've eaten. I've eaten about 2,500 calories. Probably less than that. No less than that. I've eaten, hold on a second. I've eaten, let me just see. I had some cheese, comp cheese. I write down everything that I eat because I am a liar, but I write it down. I don't lie to myself. The worst kind of lies you can have is writing it to yourself. I had the Lewis Schaffer diet today. Eggs and sausage breakfast, says Alex. And meat for dinner with mashed potatoes. Yeah, well, I'm against mashed potatoes, but if you just have less mashed potatoes, So, and then I had a teaspoon of, I'm having a cup of tea here. I shouldn't have a cup of tea because it's going to keep me up. It's going to keep me up with one. I'm writing it down on my thing here, and I had with 1 teaspoon of sugar. I don't even want to talk about this because it's bad. But I've had 2,400 calories. But I also walked about 9,000 steps. It's not 10,000, but it's 9,000. Lewis, why are you fully dressed in the sauna? Is this a sauna? Does it look like this is a sauna? Does it look like it's a sauna? What is that? What it is? It is quite hot in here. I don't know how hot it is. It's probably 27 degrees or something. But this is Southern Council. You can't turn on. I could turn off the radiators, but why would you turn off the radiators? I got the door open over there, so you can come and visit me. You can sneak in. Don't you have to cook the meat to get rid of the bacteria like Listeria and Salmonella? No. The inside of the meat or just the outside of the meat? I don't even have to cook the outside of the meat. Our stomachs. Listen to me. Don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. I'm not a doctor. So if I tell you, you're going to say, well, Lewis Schaffer told me to eat this way. And you could say, I'm going to sue this guy. You don't have to listen to me. But you don't even need to cook the outside of it. I cook it because it's frozen in my refrigerator. Just the outside. Okay. What about on the inside? Are you saying on the inside, Darklands, that there's germs on the inside of a piece of meat? And this is not ground meat. It is like steak meat. It's not steak meat because it's like the cheapest kind of meat you can buy. Like let's say you're going to a summer camp and they have steak night. They don't give you the ribeye or the rump. They give you just a piece of meat. Potatoes are poison. Yes, they are. They are poison, Kermit. They're not poison. What makes them bad is that they're so delicious. But boiled potatoes are not necessarily too much. I'm having linden tea. What is linden? Is that from the linden tree, Alex? This is why I usually avoid the night show. Can't even type a coherent sentence. But you can listen. You don't have to type something. You could probably eat beef raw after searing it, preferably, though. You don't even need to sear it, preferably. But I do. I mean, I just because it's not because I like it. I like it warm. Warm is like reminds you when the animal was living. That's why we. That's one of the reasons why we like cooked food. So don't say, don't you know? You we like animals. Okay. Potatoes are the best vegetable alongside mushrooms. Alex says, "Are they the best vegetables? No, they're not. They're tasteless. They're a little bit of sugar. You put some butter on it. You're enjoying the sugar and the butter. You're not enjoying. I mean, and it's sugary. Potatoes are sugar. Don't. I'm not gonna have any argument. That's how Brooklyn Jews have their saunas. What in the house? I lost what this is all about. When you're a carnivore, there's not mushrooms for vegetables. There's what does that mean, Kermit? Make room for the mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I like mushrooms with butter on it, but a lot of these foods are just butter delivery systems. And salt makes food taste better because you're saying to yourself, "Oh my God, the food is so salty. I'm starving to death. I need to eat I need to eat whatever it is." Six Badges. Six Badges says there are very few germs in frozen meat because few germs can survive sub-zero temperatures. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Six Badges. So I don't worry about eating red raw meat. You go to my Google pet, go to Twitter. Can you see Twitter? Lewis Schaffer on Twitter. Go to Twitter. You can see what I eat. The meat is basically, it's cold. It's cold. Linden tea is anti-inflammatory. That's a lie too. Why should tea be anti-inflammatory? Your body, if it's inflamed, it's for a reason. It's like if you've got a fever, you don't want to lower your fever if you've got a cold. In prisons, this is what Del Boy says, they have Wi-Fi, a walk-in doctor's office, gyms, tea and coffee whenever they want, and a special programs that teach them life skills, cooking. Is that true? Probably it's true. It's true. And you have to have that because then people grow used to it and they say, I don't want this taken away from me, so I'm not going to get into a fight with Abdul. So they don't get into a fight. That's why they have all that stuff, Del Boy. But thank you very much. Much room. Wipe your camera, Lewis. Oh, I see. I did not see that. Almost feels like a reward. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, it's a reward. All those things, not even a reward, but it's to keep you well behaved in prison. Well behaved, Del Boy Trotter. No, that's exactly wrong, Lewis. What did I say that's wrong? Freezing doesn't kill bacteria. Maybe we should look. Does freezing kill bacteria? How about we look for this? MC Scott says it doesn't. Let's go look for this. Can we look for this? I'm going to go up here to window capture. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go, whoops, that's not it. That's not it, but we're going to go down. Oh, yeah. This thing is, I don't have any room on my table over here. Oh, this is not working either. There we go. Does freezing, let's just say, does freezing meat kill bacteria? We'll just do that. Does freezing meat? No. MC is right. It doesn't kill bacteria. It makes most bacteria inactive, essentially pausing their growth. Once the meat is thawed, these bacteria can become active again and multiply. So it is crucial to handle and cook defrosted meat as you would fresh meat. Cooking meat. Okay, interesting. But this is what Google says. So let's look someplace else. Did you see that? Let's see what we can find here. Scientists have described more than 2,500 salmonella serotypes, but less than 100 cause most cases of salmonella in people. Freezing and drying, which typically prevent the growth of bacteria, do not kill salmonella. Rubbish. I say rubbish. What do you say? You say rubbish. Anyway, there's very little bacteria inside a piece of meat. They're all on the outside of the piece of meat. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no. What I'm saying, Alex, you used to say, and I'm saying this now, that certain foods cause inflammation and to avoid the foods that cause inflammation. Now you are saying, no, I'm saying avoid food that's used as a medicine to lower inflammation. But food that doesn't cause inflammation, you should go for. I'm not a doctor. But, you shouldn't say, oh, I'm going to have this berry because this berry is reducing inflammation. Or I'm not going to take, or this medicine is going to lower inflammation. Most prisoners are on 23-hour bang up. They're not even spending their only hour out creative writing or rehabilitating. Well, it should be punishment. It's prison if they've done a bad thing. And they're out of society. They're out of society, basically. I wasn't an associate member of the Royal Institute of Public Health and Hygiene for no reason. I mean, the fact is what kills bacteria? A highly acidic stomach, which humans have an incredibly highly acidic stomach. I have been eating a high carnivore diet for 6.5 straight years, and I have not had any food poisoning or any diarrhea. Okay, so I believe that. And I'm 6.5 years, something would have happened. I wasn't, okay, that's what MC Scott says. Lucy, haven't they found ancient bacteria in Antarctic ice that can be revived when thawed? Yeah, maybe it can be, maybe the bacteria can be revived. But when we eat it, it goes into our stomach, and our stomach has a 1.5 to 2.5 acidity level. We've got one of the most acidic stomachs ever, Lucy. So we don't need to really worry about it too much, having an errant bit of bacteria. The world, as I've said this many times, the world is filled with bacteria. It's filled with bacteria. I want to see if I can get the camera. Can I get a new camera, or should I wait? They haven't. Okay, so that's what Lucy says. Yes. Okay, so it doesn't kill the bacteria. It must kill some of it. And even if it doesn't kill any of it, the fact is it's inside the meat. So how did it get into the meat? Ground meat is something else, because ground meat, it's completely open to the world. It's warm because the grinding creates warmth, whatever. So defrosted meat has the same amount of bacteria as when it was frozen. That is something that we both agree on. Yeah. So, yeah. So what is the point, Six Badges? It has the same amount of bacteria, and that bacteria is not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. This is what I believe, Six Badges. Correct, Six Badges. So it has some bacteria. There's bacteria all over the place. Like, look at this. Do you see what this is? Do you see what this is? This is my mouse. Who knows what's on the side of it? Who knows? But there isn't that much schmutz on it because it's dry. It's dry schmutz. There's no lump of schmutz. Darklands. Here's Darklands. Good to see you, Darklands. I remember the scandal with Edwina Curry, MP, saying all eggs contain salmonella and not to eat them. Now eggs are good for you. Yes, she's an idiot. And people are idiots. I eat between 5 to 10 eggs a day. I mean, lately I've been eating less eggs. I've been eating about 5 eggs a day, but 6 eggs a day, but I used to eat 10 eggs a day. But I used to cut the whites off. So I cut not for health, not because of bacteria, but because you can become allergic to the whites. This is what I've heard. I don't know if this is true. And I don't like them. They're tasteless. The egg whites, tasteless. You don't have to listen to me. You can say, Lewis, you're an idiot. Can we change the subject? It was raw egg that was a risk. Yes. And you know what? People are afraid of raw eggs, but I eat my eggs raw. Go to my Twitter page. Let's go to Lewis Schaffer's Twitter page and we can see a picture. Can we see a picture? What's going on here? This is not even working. Let's go. All right, this thing is not really working that well. I want to apologize. I want to apologize for being me. I want to thank you for this. I mean, not that you're standing with me, but not hating me too much. Not hating me too much for pretending. Some of the ladies there for pretending that you love me. But let's go to Lewis Schaffer's Twitter page. Here's Twitter. Let's see if we can find it. It's a bit slow right now. I'm eating less meat. I used to eat like half a pound of raw meat. Raw milk debate heats up on X over health benefits versus outbreak risks. It's all a lie. It's just such a lie. Okay, but let's look here. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find this whole craziness. What? Come on. There we go. Maybe this is notifications. There's Shanks for sending me stuff. Thank you, Shanks. Somebody asked, do I eat escargot? I might eat escargot. I don't think I like the idea of it. There's a picture of Lewis Schaffer. Look at how great I look. Good job. This is the best one. I'm going to use this thing relentlessly. I mean, I should speak to Shanks about this thing. I've gotten a lot of support from Shanks, lots of support from Kermit, lots of support from all of you people. Where is the image? Where is the image? Maybe it's under my profile. Maybe this is it here. Here it is, my profile. Here we go. Like, when was this? Was this morning? This is this morning. Okay, can you see that, everybody? Can you see that? I mean, is that considered the best breakfast? Lincolnshire or Cumberland sausages? Probably not. No, it's not raw, but it is better than eating a bowl of oatmeal. Totally 100% better than eating a bowl of oatmeal. Don't you agree with that? Don't you agree? I agree with that. It's better. Look at the eggs. Can you see the eggs, everybody? Can you see? They're warm. They're not even cooked. That's not a cooked egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see what that is over there? That's a bit of Parmesan cheese. It has B12 or whatever it's gotten in, and it's got salt. That's what I eat. That's what Lewis Schaffer eats. Let's go. We'll go down, but 77.2 grams. What happens inside your body when I didn't read this thing? I should have read this thing. I should have read this. I didn't read it. What happens? There's Greg Wallace. Who sent me this? Did Greg Wallace? He didn't send this to me. Did he send this to me? How did I get this thing?
Listen up. Carbs, they are not the enemy. Carbs are not the enemy. Mediterranean diet is healthy, right? Italians, pasta and rice. The Spanish with a paella, lots of bread. The French eat 4 times more bread than we do. The Japanese, noodles, rice. The Japanese, one of the healthiest nations in the world. Lots of carbs. Carbs are not the enemy. Enjoy your rice, enjoy your bread, enjoy your potatoes. I do.
Did Greg...
Listen up. Carbs.
Who sent this to me? Did you send this to me? MC Scott. I mean, he's right. He's looking good. He was a fat a fat effer before. He looks great. He looks great, but the fact is that those people have not been eating this many carbs. They don't eat pasta. The Italians do not eat pasta, from what I know, like the way we eat pasta, which is a huge bowl, like where you put half a pound of pasta in. They don't do that. I'm looking for. They don't. This is what I had. This is yesterday. Can you see this, everybody? Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see the eggs all moist? Can you see what this is here? It's butter. Can you see that? Raw meat, uncooked meat, just the slightest bit on the outside, and that's Parmesan cheese. How can you not love that? That's like the best food ever. That's the best food ever. Let's keep this on the screen while you're looking at this. I know of bodybuilders who eat egg white, but not yolk, because white is high in protein, but yolk is high in fat. Yolk has protein and fat. And what's wrong with fat? Fat is good for you. And most bodybuilders are a bunch of fucking idiots. Have you seen these people? They're always dying and they look so gross, and they're all gay. They're all gay. I also remember, okay, where are we here? Lewis will be now known as Cool Hand Luke. Yes, Carrie B. And Shanks did a thing about this. Let's look for that. As me is cool because I like eggs, and he's right. He's right to want to eat eggs. I'm not gonna go through my pictures because there's nude pictures of me in there, and you don't want to see those. You don't want to see that because I'm like so happy with how good I look. If you ask me, I'll send you a nude picture, but you have to ask for it. Say, Lewis, send me a nude picture. Okay, no, I'm not going to send you a nude picture. Lucy Van Pelt said, what did we miss here? Now, so that's what. The lens needs a wipe. Okay, maybe I should do that. Let me wipe the thing. I'm gonna wipe this. I'm using an antibacterial. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, let me just see if this is working. Is this gonna work? Okay. How does that look? That's much better. That much better. That's much better. All right. Thank you. So thank you, MC Scott, for that advice. Just wipe the camera with a tissue, Lewis.
How long are you going to be?
I'm going to be another 30 minutes. What, you want to come in and eat here? I'm sorry, I should have told you. I'm here from 10:30 to 12. No, I'm here for, and then I move in here. Your brother kicked me out of the room. It sounds like you need a new mouse. It disconnects every time you pick it up. Yeah, probably it is. Yeah, I shouldn't pick it up. Lewis will now be known as, okay, Carrie B. I appreciate that. Why can't you see the bacteria in milk? Because it gets pasteurized. Okay, that's a joke. I also remember her daughter posing with fried eggs on her toots. What is her toots? Is that her bazoomies? Her bazoomies down there. Does the screen look better? Should I wipe it some more? What do you think? You'd love escargot, however it's spelled. I think there's a T in it, maybe. Escargot is emergency food. Real people don't eat snails. Poor people eat snails. I mean, possibly MC Scott. Is that Leanne in the middle? What is the middle? Okay. Do you know? And so now Lucy comes in with a joke. There you go. Thank you, Lucy. Do you know what French snails wear? Escargot pants. I got that joke. Thank you for sending that to me, MC Scott. Send stuff to me. Send stuff to me on Twitter. You know, I'm not getting enough stuff on Twitter. I'm not quite as successful as I used to be. Do you remember when I was so successful? And now I'm not quite as successful as I used to be. I love carpaccio. I love metbrockton. I love steak tartare. Well, that's what I eat. I eat raw beef. You saw a picture of it. It's raw. I cut it in half so you can see how raw it is. You know, I see that here. Do you get the meat sweats? What is a meat sweats off eating raw? Is that something gay? Wow, just an hour in, and the message gets through. What message? What message? I also, this is 6 badges, I also love raw fish. It's called sushi. Yes, raw fish can be great if it's real fish and not fish that have been raised in some sewer off the coast of Norway, whatever. Yes, I love raw fish too. We all love raw fish. It's amazing. It's amazing. But so what's wrong with raw beef or lamb? Raw beef or lamb? I won't eat raw pork and I won't eat raw chicken. But those, I mean, maybe you can eat those. I once went to a haunted bed and breakfast in France. I left because the place was giving me the crepes. The creeps. Thank you, Russ, 1974. And you're also laughing at Lucy Van Pelt. I laugh at Lucy, too. So I laugh at you, Russ, and I appreciate the jokes today. Great jokes tonight. Good jokes. How do you cook your eggs? What temperature? How long? And I don't use oil. I put them in a pan with the beef fat, if there is any beef fat, and I add extra beef fat. Britannia beef fat, just something very, very simple. I don't use any oil, no oil, no rapeseed, no corn oil, no oil, not even olive oil. You shouldn't cook olive oil anyway. Microwaves do a good job of eggs. Amazingly, no oil needed. You do not use oil. Use fat. There is a difference between fat and oil. Oil is a processed thing that comes out of plants. Fat is the interstitial, I don't know, is that the right word? Bit in an animal. In an animal. That's very, very important, I think. This is how I eat it. How do you eat it? You know, hold on a second. I got something in my throat. I look a bit clearer here. I look clearer, but I still am. I'm gonna check out. Maybe I need more lighting. Maybe it needs better lighting. That's one of the reasons it's not that good. It's not that good. So here we go. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's go to here. Let's go to make sure we're on the live chat. Everybody, we've been here an hour. Can you press the like thing to make sure you like it? Can you press the like thing? Can you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, or maybe remind yourself to subscribe? That would be nice. I would like that a lot. Also, if you want to throw, the stream a bone because it's Friday night, I could be going out. I could have a life of my own, probably. We've got 25 people watching, which is good. It's not, super successful. I haven't put some of the streams up because I didn't think they were that good. But maybe they are good. Maybe I'm not one to judge whether a stream is good or bad. What do you say? I don't think it is. My new next door neighbor, Russ says, is Indian. He's a very nice man, and he always likes to get his lunch at the New Delhi. Okay, that's a joke. Dan Wooten done a piece tonight on the old white canceled men. Joey Barton, Lawrence Fox, Mike Graham, Tommy Robinson. I thought you should have been added, Lewis. I mean, have I been canceled? I mean, I wasn't anything to have been canceled. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Talking of olive oil, because says Carrie B. Who else has been canceled? This is what happens. You can get canceled. Talking of olive oil, my huge olive tree had a huge amount of olives growing. Well, that's brilliant. It's amazing that you can grow olives I saw an olive tree 2 days ago right by the cafe in East Dulwich, in Dulwich Park. Dulwich Park, I think it was. I recently brought a griddle, one that fills up the stove. You can fit everything on it, perfect for cooking for multiple people. Very similar to what burger vans use. You could use that. I don't really do that much cooking. I have a metal steel pan, or whatever it is, one of those iron pans that that Rose got for me. She was a good girl, Rose. She is a good girl. She is a really good girl. Yeah, a griddle. I mean, griddles are good for cooking cheese sandwiches, grilled cheese sandwiches, which I love, but they're not great. And what else? What else is bad? Having pancakes. I used to eat pancakes all the time. Is it true that olive trees can be many hundreds of years old? Six Badges ask. I don't know. Does anybody know? Carrie B, do you know about olive trees can be many hundreds? Yeah, they can be. They can be many, many years old. Many, many years old. Potatoes are cheaper. Now's the time to fall in love. Yes, you remember that song, Lucy? Such a very romantic song. I didn't see that you wrote that, but it was a good. Potatoes are cheaper. Let's fall in love. I don't know what that song means. It was during a period of deflation where people weren't eating as much food because of the recession. I was thinking about GB News, Russ, and they have only been going for about 4 years, but had so many disputes with so many employees. Dan Wooten, Mark Dolan with a D, and so many others have been ousted the one way or the other. Well, they were under a lot of pressure from Ofcom and the BBC and the leftist horrible cancel people. But they've survived, and maybe they'll come back. Maybe I'll come back. You know, maybe it'll be great. Oh, that Lewis Schaffer comes in. Maybe they don't want me there. And if they don't want you, what can you do? Mark Stein was the worst case. They crapped on him. I don't know if they did. I think they said to Mark, listen, you can't say what you want to say. And Mark is going, well, why am I going to be on the TV? And then he had 2 heart attacks because he's fat. I think that's why he had 2 heart attacks, because he's fat. I mean, yeah. Well, who's gonna speak? You got to go to the Lewis Schaffer show to find out the truth, possibly. I guess I don't consider this a show, and Lucy doesn't consider it a show either. She said it's not a show. This is a stream. A stream. What are your thoughts on those 2 men serving prison time for cutting down the Robin Hood tree? I understand they need to be taught a lesson, but a tree? Shouldn't they get community service? No, a tree is a beautiful thing, and it should, the council should be cut down for cutting down trees. They cut down trees in my cemetery. I chained myself to the digger. Prison, maybe death for cutting down a tree. Maybe death. And the fact is, why is that the only tree there? Because people cut down trees for hundreds of years, totally deforesting Scotland. And I remember I went to Scotland, and I said, look, you've cut down all the trees. And they said, no, we didn't cut down the trees. It's above the tree line. This is what they said to me. It's above the tree line. And I said, no, it's not above the tree line, because you see that square of trees that they planted in the 1950s. Those trees are growing. Trees should not be planted. You don't need to plant any trees. There's enough seeds in the ground. There are enough seeds in the air. There are enough seeds that animals poo on it. You do not need to plant trees. You just have to not cut them down. And every time you plant a tree, that's a tree that's been ripped out of the ground from someplace else. I'm very passionate about trees. Okay? You should not cut down trees. And there are more trees in Britain now growing than there were 100 years ago or 200 years ago. You know, the country was basically deforested. Basically, was deforested. Was deforested. Olive oil is the best oil. Is the best oil. What is it? The best oil for what? Olive trees are very resilient, says Carrie. Low flash point. Yeah, they oxidize. I think they've got a higher flash point than a lot of these oils, but they oxidize, and oxidated oils are dangerous. Is it just me who believes this? Trees are able to send messages to each other. Yeah, it's like they have the internet. They're able to help other trees in need, Carrie B. That is totally true. So you don't cut them down. The UK has one of the fewest forests, has one of the least forest covers in Europe, says Alex. Yes, you're right. You're right. But you know what? When I moved here, they'd only begun to plant trees on the verges of the highways. But okay, according to Alex, Austria is like 50% forest cover, but the UK is like 13%. I think the UK used to be like 3%. Well, we'll find that out. A lumberjack once told me that he's cut down 23. Okay, here's a joke coming. He told me he cut down 27,572 trees. He told me he knows this because he always kept a log. Okay, that's a good joke. But the other joke is the guy running into the guy says, I used to be a lumberjack. I said, oh, where did you do your lumberjacking? And I said, oh, in the Sahara Desert. And he said, but there are no trees in the Sahara Desert. And I go, yeah, you see, I was a lumberjack in the Sahara Desert. So why don't we check that out? Why don't we just go over here? Why don't we go here and we'll find out. We'll find out the tree cover. Okay, you want to go there? We'll find out the tree cover. What? Hold on a second. What is the tree cover in the UK? How about that? Is that the right way to ask? 13% now. 13% has increased. It has increased slightly in 2021. Let's see what it says forestry in the UK according to lying Wikipedia. European countries average 39%, but this varies widely from 1% in Malta. Yeah, there's no trees in Malta, to 66% in Finland. Okay. The forest area bottomed out to 5% of Britain's land surface in 1919. That's the year that the Forestry Commission was founded. And then they plant rows of horrible trees. So everybody, you don't have to plant a tree, just let a tree grow. I can't remember the name of the Green Party MP, but she voted in support of building houses beyond the Green Belt, as someone accused her of racism, as said houses would be mostly used by, Del Boy said, immigrants. Politicians care too much about being called artists than anything else, and they should care about trees. Exactly. I agree with you, Del Boy. This is why we need Nigel Farage. He doesn't care, and that's his superpower. Let's hope he does not care. We don't know that to be true, Del Boy, but it's quite possible. Dang, my message referencing. Okay. Here's Lewis. I found out today that song, Potatoes Are Cheaper, was written for Al Sherman, the father of the Sherman brothers, who wrote songs for the classic Disney movies, classic Disney movies, including The Jungle Book. Okay, that's interesting. Al Sherman. Maybe, and who was his son? Maybe his son was the guy who wrote Here We Are at Camp Granada, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You probably don't know that song. And other songs like that. The YouTube algorithm doesn't understand context, even if you're quoting someone else, and use speech marks. Quite often, I have to speak in riddles to get my comments to show, Del Boy? Where here or on YouTube? You're right, Del Boy Trotter. I must try harder when I want to vent at tree cutting a-holes. Yeah, we're against that. And we're against the lying hypocrites of the Green Party, that they don't care about green issues. They care about climate change, but that's not a green issue. Green issue are trees and green spaces. I would go walk in the park, and as I was listening to a guy on the radio, says, as we get older, men like to go into the woods and hide. Mudda, here we are at Camp Granada. Hello, Mudda. Hello, Fada. Yeah, it's a great song about my childhood. I was sent to summer camp when I was a kid, and I peed in the bed when I was 7 years old, and I cried because I thought I wasn't going to come back. Because I didn't think my parents loved me, which is why I need your love. Because I want my parents to love me. Joodles, I need your love. It is very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. Yeah. Bizarrely, we learned Camp Granada in primary school. I was probably 7, yeah. Well, when was Camp Granada written? Camp Granada. Why was it called Camp Granada? That's an interesting thing. Let's see what it says here. Camp Granada. Camp Granada. He was amazing. Here's a song. Hello, Mudda. Hello, Father. Alan Sherman, 1963. I was 6 years old. It's from the opera La Gioconda by Amilcare Ponticelli, while the lyrics were written by Sherman and Lou Bush. Based on a song from his song, Robert Sherman, who was at Camp Champlain in Westport, New York. Where is Westport, New York? Essex County. It's up overlooking Lake Champlain. It's way up north. It's considered a classic. Hello, camp is very entertaining. Yes, there you go. It's a novelty song. What about the summer camp that I went to? Maybe I'll look at Wikipedia. I don't know, if it may not exist. It's not listed here, but maybe it's here somewhere else. Let's see if it's somewhere else. Camp Wani. It's a children's camp. There it is. Oh my God. I used to go to school here. There it is. It's on the river there. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is my memories. Where is it? It's still green. Maybe it's outside Torrington. Quite amazing. Oh, the memories I had here. It's still woodsy. They haven't built that many houses there. Okay. I don't know. This is not interesting to you. But good. There you go. La Gioconda. Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Melody is from the orchestra piece. Very interesting. Oh, dearie me, Russ. A tree once got cut down, and when a detective arrived, he asked the tree, "Do you have any idea who did this to you?" And the tree says, "I have no idea. I'm stumped." Okay, it could be worse. Joodles. It could be worse than that. You should listen to Dance of the Hours, Lewis. It's brilliant. I'll send it out. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, send the link later. If you guys want to contact me, you can contact me on Twitter. Send it to me on Twitter. Everybody, can we, let me just see how many people have liked. Looking at the map, I went to school. This is the lake there. It was a very small lake, but there was water. We had water. We did all sorts of fun things. Let's see this here. Everybody, can we like this? Can we like this stream? That's the most. 11 people have liked it. Can we like the stream? Let's make sure everyone. I don't know. I shouldn't be begging you to like the stream, but it would be nice. It would be nice if you like the stream. If you like the stream, it should be nice. What were we talking about? The Green Party is now subject to entryism because green is the color of Islam. Many people don't realize why Muslims are flocking to the Greens. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. But it's also that, the ultra left have bonded with the Muslims. And I think the ultra left are going to be in for a little bit of a surprise. A little bit of a surprise. It's like what happened to the left-wing parties in Iran. They killed 5,000 leftists in Iran. Yes, they did. 6 beans. 6 badges. 6 beans. The government have ruined our skies in the name of saving the planet, too. Look up at the sky. It looks like pollution. I've never seen a clear sky in months. Yeah, it's quite possible that they're doing that. I mean, I wasn't that interested in that, but they're trying to keep the place cold. And this is a cold country. We need it warm. Screw those people if they want the world to be warm. Screw other people. Lewis, we do not get a prayer. Seriously, I'm finding them relaxing. Okay, we still have time for a prayer. Everybody send in things you want us to pray about. Not me, us. What do we want to pray about? And I write it down. I just wrote down on the piece of paper, prayer. What are we going to pray about? I like ASMR. Does anyone like AM? People like AM. A prayer is a bit like AMSR. What should we pray about? What should we pray? Let's have a calming prayer because it's a Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the Jewish. I'm a Friday person. I shouldn't be working on a Friday, but I am. But you guys are Sunday people. We're Saturday people. They're Friday people, and the Christians are Sunday people. Yeah. Lucy May, I think that's a joke. Shabbat, yeah. I'm a Friday night, Saturday Shabbat person. Christians are Sunday Shabbat people. And the Muslims are Thursday night Friday. I guess that's what you guys are, what they are. That's like what it is. I think that's what it is. That's what it is. So what are we going to say a prayer? What do you want to say a prayer about, Carrie B? What are we going to say a prayer about? Watch Tucker Carlson with Dane Wingington. They talk about spraying the sky. It's true. Do they want to spray the sky? Dane, we mean our enemies want to spray the sky? Yeah. Because they're stupid. Look at what's his name? Look at David Miliband, or is it L? Which one is the dumbest one? Ed. He believes in this climate change. So what can we do to climate change? It gets colder when there are clouds, maybe, or maybe it gets warmer. World peace. You want to? I think we need world peace here. Ben Shapiro takes part in the Sabbath every weekend. He says it's very therapeutic and makes the connection between his family stronger. You know what? I kind of agree. I made a mistake in a way. I married a Christian girl, or whatever she is. I don't think she's really that Christian. And so I kind of lost the ability to have completely Jewish children. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I should take a day off. I mean, unfortunately, comedy is Friday. Are you going to say I'm not Jewish because of Friday? Because I used to work Friday or Saturday. Because those were the main comedy days. Possibly it's true. I'm not getting any help. World peace. I'll write down world peace. What else do you want to pray about? World peace. How about taking a day off? A day off, which is one of the first social regulations out there. It was the idea. It was like you should take a day off. Dane Wingington has been exposing geoengineering as a military weapon and for climate nuts. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. We should look at that. Let me write that down. Dane, is it Dane Wingington for cloud seeding. Lewis, did the girl you marry use much Christian language? Well, what do you mean, like God and Jesus and stuff like that? Is that what you mean, or is that a joke, Russ? No, I mean she was all right. She was all right. I thought she would be just like me, but nobody is just like me. Nobody is just like me. Nobody is just like me. And that's the thing. That is the thing. This is my son number 2 comes in. You can't wait 5 minutes. We're almost done.
Work. I need to be asleep on today.
Oh, okay. I'm hijacking the house. I'm hijacking.
I'm not. Yeah, hijacking my own house. Look at that cheek on my son.
Yeah, look at the cheek of my son. I'm hijacking my own house. Lewis. Okay. The only thing I've heard she said was No, she said, who are those people? That's what she said. She said, because I said to her, a lot of people think you're not friendly. And she said, who are those fucking people? That's what she said. I don't think she meant it as a joke. But then I don't get jokes as much as I used to. No, I don't remember that. I mean, look at all the cursing that I do. Look at the cursing that I do. The most truthful thing you have ever said. No one is like me. I take that as a compliment, Fatanai. No one is like me. But it means that if no one's like me, they're gonna think maybe I have evil intent or something. But no, you don't have to apologize, Joodles. But you got the idea right. Who are these folks? She was like angry at those people for thinking she wasn't friendly. But people like her. And I made her life probably harder than it needed to be. But I gave her 2 children, right? Is your mother still mad at me? No. I don't believe him.
You're still mad at mom.
I'm not mad at mom.
I was talking to someone.
Yeah.
Who came to my cafe and they said they knew me. You had a dance group.
That was years and years ago, Dad's
when
group.
I was like 2, I was like 20 years.
Yes, and I hated your mother.
Yeah, and like your bit, whenever you were out in public with you and mum, you would just like be at each other's throats.
I was furious at your mother. Yes, I was. I was furious. Am I still furious at her?
I'm just trying to not become like you, Dad.
Well, you do worse than becoming like me, but I hope you don't become like me.
Trying my best.
No, Joodles, no. We're not looking at him. This is not the producer. This is the other son. This is the younger son. I mean, they're very similar in age. I was very angry at your mother.
Yeah, why?
Why? Because
Angry at yourself.
because I was abandoned as a child, and I didn't want you.
Don't.
I was a don't deny my truth.
You're
Your mother, my grandmother, your grandmother, my mother went to a mental hospital when I was a child. How is that for abandonment? How could you leave your children to do that? So I felt abandoned.
It was like a different time, like 70 years ago.
It was a different time, but it had this exact, it wasn't 70 years ago, 60.
I was making a joke.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it was like 70 years, actually closer to 70 than it was to 60. The point is, that's true. But even now, today, well, I mean, I didn't want that to happen to you. And I was,
What abandonment? Like,
what abandonment is that you being sent to a nursery school is what they do in this children. In this country, they send people to nursery schools to be raised by foreigners who don't pay any attention to the children. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's pray that sons can forgive their fathers. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the best father, but I tried. Do you think that I tried? I tried. I mean, I wish I had done. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was angry.
You're still angry.
I'm still angry. I'm less angry now than I was before.
No,
I am still angry. And mothers, all free quality, yet happy to take it when it works for you still. Let's pray that sons can forgive their fathers. And Lucy says, and forgive mothers too. I assume that's what you're saying. Yeah, and forgive mothers too. When did I ever say I wanted equality? I want a man to come fix the buttons on my extractor fan and I'll make him a sandwich. It's a fair division of labor, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a fair division. I mean, it's not really quite that fair, but it's that's what we need. I mean, I was really angry. I was so angry, and I didn't think she was going to divorce me. I didn't think that. Lewis, this is what Warmelian said. Vatnai says, let's read what Vatnai says. It says, niggling resentments should be resolved, otherwise they will eat you up. Niggling resentments. That we could say a prayer for that. Warmelian says, his Warmelian, Lewis, I'm not the producer, but I forgive you on his behalf and would like you to know all your angry outbursts were justified. That's not right thing to say because you can't speak for him. He's got to forgive me himself, unfortunately.
me.
And what about this son? He's got to forgive me too. I was not as, I mean, I tried to be loving to you. Do you think that I was loving to you, son number 2? No. I mean, when you have 2 sons, when you have 2 children, the first one gets a lot of attention. And the second one, now you're exhausted. But I tried. Okay, are you ready for... No, it's not the bare minimum.
Yes, it really
It wasn't the bare minimum. It was not the bare minimum.
When you tried to take us out. Okay.
No, I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be with you. 5 o'clock in the morning. No, it wasn't the bare minimum. You don't remember. You were a baby.
You woke up to be with us.
No, to be with you. To be with you. Do you think your being an American affected your relationship with the producer's mom? Yes, and this will say mother here, I think. Warmelian is going to go over to Judels and fix her buttons. Okay. So, dear Lord, I'm gonna say the prayer. Are you ready for a prayer, everybody? Okay. So no typing while I say the prayer. Dear, our glorious, our all-powerful, our all-seeing, our all-knowing, and all-caring Lord. We all may claim that we have a different Lord, but in our hearts we know that you are the true Lord. And if you're not the true Lord, if we, maybe I should say, please, what do you do?
We're distracted from your bread.
I'm doing the prayer. You're making noise. What kind of noise? What kind of noise are you making? Okay, God is watching. Please give us strength and direction to fight off niggling resentments and slights. That's a real word. It's not what you think it means. And slights from people who mean us no harm, but who have a disagreement with us. Okay? Please, I haven't said amen yet. I haven't said amen. Please, this is important to us, as you know, because it's very easy for us to get worked up over something that is unnecessary, that later on will be inconsequential. Give us the strength to love the people we should love, to give them the benefit of the doubt, to not get upset with them for the sake of our children, for the sake of our family members, for the sake of our brothers and sisters and relatives, for the sake of our neighbors. Dear Lord, we pray for you. Amen. Okay, so this has been our show. Let's just say goodbye to everybody.
Which God were you referring to?
Our God, their God.
Who's our God? Jesus.
Not Jesus, no. Jesus is the Son of God. I don't know how that works. Our God, whether there is a God,
He is God as well.
and that's what they say. He is God, but it's not the same. It's not the same
Who's
thing.
your God?
My God is my God.
And that is.
There is. He doesn't. He has a name. He doesn't have a name.
So he's not real.
People might not think he's real, but he can be real to me.
We are all God, Dad.
No, we are not all God.
We're literally God experiencing ourselves.
No, we're not.
Literally.
Just because you say literally does not make it true, and it doesn't help you.
That's. How are we not God? We're God expressing itself. We come from God, which makes us God. Same with trees, same with nature,
Well, that's what.
same with the stars.
That's-
We have the same components that are in
No.
stars in our veins.
Yes, that could be true, but
That is true.
that's not what we're saying here. What we're saying here is there is a God out there for us, watching over us. I tend to agree with you.
Who knows?
But we need.
Okay.
Okay, you're not eating in your room. Are you eating in your room?
No.
No, do not eat in your room. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Jew. I believe in one God. I don't believe in three, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I believe in, if I did believe in God. But you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. You can pray to your three gods, whatever. But we need prayer. I mean, I don't even know if that was a good prayer. Maybe I should write a prayer beforehand. You are, says Gnome Hunter, a Miaphysite, Lewis. You believe in a single homogeneous nature of Christ. No, I don't. I don't believe in Christ. I believe in whatever the Jewish God is. I don't even want to say. I hate that you don't want to say you don't believe, because maybe there is a God. Maybe I do believe in God because I'm afraid to say I don't believe in God. God made man in his own image. It's a sad look out for Christians around the world. I'll let Blackadder finish that quote. 3 gods. Have you spoken to a priest before? Who would they say? 4, including the priest? It's time to invite son number 2 to eat with you on the eve of Sabbath. Well, in theory, it's still the Sabbath. Sabbath runs from Friday night when it gets dark, which is about 4 o'clock, up until when it gets dark on Saturday. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on the prayers. But what I think that prayer, it's important that we be nice to each other. That we be nice, especially the people that we love, and not argue with them. Do I have difficulty with Christians? I have had some. Have they had difficulty with me? Some, but have I had difficulties with the mother of my children? Son. Yes, I watched part of it. I couldn't watch all of it. It was a bit embarrassing. I'm going to have to work on the prayers. There's a statement. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on it, Joodles. Because I think this is a time we need to return to our Christian. I said our Christian, to this country's Christian heritage. We have to fight for Christianity. Basically, that's what we need to do. Fight for Christianity. Okay, somebody just subscribed. I can't read the person who subscribed. Let's see who just subscribed. Did it come up on your screen? I didn't see who subscribed, but that's really good. So we got somebody who subscribed. You want to send Boyzone vids to Jude's. She loves half-dressed guys, half her age. Why not? Why not look at a half-dressed guy? Half-dressed guys half my age are 34 plus years old. I couldn't watch it. It was a bit embarrassing. Maybe it was too gay. Okay, so thank you, Vatanai. Thank you, Celer. Thank you, Lucy and Carrie B and Kermit, of course. Thank you, Gnome Hunter, Blackadder. Thank you very much. Thank you, Warmelian. Thank you, Vatanai. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Carrie B and 6 badges. Del Boy Trotter. Maybe somebody else can write out a I don't
mind the camera being on.
I know you don't. You want to come and sit?
I'm going to.
Paul subbed. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. What time do you have to wake up tomorrow? 6. Okay. 6. Okay. Maybe I'll come by for lunch. Will you be there? Please don't. Is that annoying if I come by for lunch? Your mother comes there.
Sometimes.
Well, that's nice of her. But wouldn't that be good for business? Saying, look, my dad is here. Gnome Hunter is here. Darklands was here today. Thank you, Darklands. Thank you, MC Scott. Thank you, Russ. 1974, Russ. Lucy Van Pelt, brilliant. Joodles, brilliant. Celer. Felix was here. Didn't say much, but I appreciate you being here and coming in and letting us know you were here. Alex, too. We had a good audience. We had almost 30 people, and we had 30 more people for the earlier show, so that's good. We're doing, I think, with Del Boy Trotter, we're doing really, really well. Thank you. I was going to say thank you to my other son there. I want to have a piece of bread. There's bread in the freezer, but I'm not going to have a piece of bread. Okay, thank you, people. Thank you, Celer, again. I'm thanking everybody more than once. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you subscribe to the stream. Make sure you send a couple of shekels to keep the stream going. If only because it's like, I mean, I basically threw away my career by making a stink on GB News. And I should have cared more about it, but that's so typical of me. I don't care about things as much. Good night, everybody. You guys have been amazing. This has been the best show ever. The best show ever, I think. Thank you, Joodles. Yeah, what are the topics we discuss? You can put them down there. Basically, the YouTube live chat panel, you can open the top XP to read all of the commentators. Is that right? The top XP. Let me see if I can do that. What is the top XP? What is the top XP? Top fans? Is that what it is? Here they are. It has only 17 listed here. Anyway, okay, great show. I'm saying goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. See you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And thank you.